So today we're looking at a 1970 Ford F100 factory four-wheel drive long bed pickup truck. We're going to do a walk around, quick inspection of the vehicle. We're going to show you a cold start, lights working, and then we're going to go for a short test drive and show you just how well this truck handles. This particular truck is a very nice driver quality example of hard to find body style in a factory four-wheel drive. The paint job is a nice driver quality paint job with a few minor imperfections, nothing serious. The chrome, all the trim is present and in good to very good condition. Nice driver quality. There might be a small ding in some of the stainless, just not much though. I think that's the only one on the front. Factory steel wheels and hubcaps. Nice newer tires that the owner just put on, and very stock truck. Some of the interior definitely has been replaced. The newer carpet, seat cover, the seat is in excellent condition, carpet's in excellent condition. Very stock interior, but very straight, no dents in the body, no rust issues present. You know, on this, especially along the body seam of the bed, it's in excellent condition. The bed has been rhino lined. Tailgate is in very good condition, solid. It was a Western truck, and it shows. This body is not, couldn't find any examples of any metal work or patches done to this truck. And the body, as you can see, and there might be just a little bit of filler in a couple spots, but nothing glaring. But the body is straight but very solid. There's a couple little dings. Might be a little bit of work that's been done there, but the cab corners are very solid. There is one brace underneath the cab. It's not a body mount, but it's just a support brace for the body and the floors. And there's some rust on either ends of that, which you can see in the pictures that we did online. On this front fender here, there's a little spot there that it's almost like an imperfection to paint. It's not a bubble. That's not a bubble rust. It's like an imperfection to paint, like they got some dirt in there. Then under the hood, you'll find very stock 360, manual brakes, manual steering. The truck runs and drives very well, just like it should. Pulls down the road nicely. The powerful 360 is backed by the factory 4-speed, and of course it does have the granny gear. So as you see me driving, you'll notice that I do take off in second gear. First gear is just to pull yourself out of the mud or, you know, get started with the trailer. They didn't intend that for it to be the gear to take off. The driver's side, again, you'll see is in very good condition. And we'll check the gauges as we're driving it. I know that the blower motor works, the speedometer works. Nice clean interior. And the truck is done well enough that you could take it to the local cruise-in or car show and be very proud of it. So now what we're going to do a cold start and then show you the lights working. four-wheel drive. Going for a test drive. Of course, second gear takeoff, since it does have that granny gear like we talked about earlier in the video. And looking at the gauges, it's ice cold, so I can't tell if the temperature gauge works yet, but the oil pressure gauge, fuel gauge, charging, all appear to be operating properly. I know the blower motor works, so you have heat. I can't remember. The AM radio is inoperable, so no AM radio. But we're going to take this truck down a quick spin down Cassopolis Street. Oops. Alright, so Poppy needs to
brush up on his 4-speed.
Yeah, that's my bad. Not the truck's fault, that's my fault, but yeah. But everything feels tight. The truck has plenty of power to pull it down the road. Clutch feels tight, solid. The gearbox feels very strong. The owner did say that he has tested out the four-wheel drive and the transfer case, and it does operate just like it should, so I have no reason to believe that it doesn't.
It should be mentioned this truck has had a lot of work done underneath. Lots of new, including new brake lines. The hubs have been serviced and it made sure that they work properly. The transfer case has been serviced. It has new U-joints. I mean, all the body mount bushings have been replaced. A lot of your suspension bushings are new. So this truck runs and drives like a restored truck. But
yeah, I mean, I think the receipt was over $5,000 of recent service on just the driveline and suspension on the truck. I know it's got at least new shocks with coilovers in the rear, with addition to the factory leaf springs.
yes,
So it, you know,
handles
suspension. Oh yeah, I mean at 45 miles per hour, I mean I can take the hand off the wheel and it's straight down the road.
Yeah, it should also be noted that we are in a 74 and there's no rattles, which is pretty typical of these classic trucks.
Yeah, I mean you got a little bit of a wind noise, but I mean there's a couple seals that weren't replaced when the truck was repainted, so you got a little bit of air noise, but nothing major. It's all pretty minor. I'll do a Yui here and turn back around and see if I can't get us up. But a great driving truck. I mean,
Yeah. All the way to the right.
and the yeah, someone's being smart. So, as you can tell, I'm strong arming it. It is manual steering, but other than in the parking lot, it's a very easy truck to drive.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. It's got the Flowmaster exhaust.
I believe so, yeah. And no, it's a great sounding truck.
It is true dual exhaust, and it sounds very good. It's not loud. It sounds just right.
Absolutely.
That 360 is healthy. Get up to 50 miles per hour, 55 maybe. Getting the hang of that 4-speed.
Now we've gotten the truck warmed up a little bit. It does appear that the temperature gauge is inoperable. It has not come off the seat.
Yeah, and I'm sure the truck is getting warm. That's 55 miles per hour. Yeah, this truck.
And his hand came off the steering wheel. It's tracking nice and straight.
What a nice driving truck.
Absolutely.
I like this truck.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're in the market for just a nice driver quality, unmodified truck, I mean, it's a very factory style truck. It's had, you know, some cosmetic restoration done, been gone through mechanically to make sure that it's good sound. This is a very nice example of a body style that you don't see very often, especially the factory four-wheel drive.
Absolutely.
And it is a highboy.
Yeah.
nice little fact that all the 68 through 72 Ford 4x4 pickups were all highboys. Now I can tell you just some real quick tidbit about that.
It's mainly just because Ford used a divorce transfer case on these trucks. So when they got done, the front end sat up about 4 inches higher than the rear. So to fix that, they just put 4-inch lifting blocks in the suspension. So all these trucks came from the factory with a 4-inch lift. So yeah, I gave them a nice high appearance. So the highboy name wasn't technically a Ford name, but one that kind of stuck with this body style of 4x4 truck.
When they came out, they originally called them High Riders.
Yeah, the advertisement said High Riders.
Yeah.
That name did not stick. The highboy did.
Yeah. So if you're in the market for a nice, honest pickup truck, you need to check out this good-looking truck.
Absolutely.
Rock Solid Motorsports.